Okay, hello everybody. Hello. Can you see me? Hello. Hi. Um, we are gonna be making some trees.
So, just to remind everybody, I'm making a stop motion animation for a bumper for the beginning of my YouTube videos. It's made mostly out of cardboard and construction paper. Here I'm showing my shot list. You can pause that if you want to see more of it. The first thing I'm doing is I'm making trees. I got this thin cardboard paper and I have these glass marbles, and I'm going to be using these glass marbles as a weight to hopefully hold down the trees to keep them upright. And I'll tell you, I've already done all of this, and it didn't quite work out very well. Um, the they wilted a little bit as they were drying. They flopped over, and so also they weren't high enough. So I ended up having to put them on a pedestal to make them ground level with the rest of the house and the other props. Also, this is going to be a really long video. The base footage was like 12 hours. So it's all going to be crunched down. I'm going to try to give you as much of the fun action as possible. Fun action. The action as possible. Um, but there's mostly going to be music and just me trying to finish this project. I don't want to. This is for my little girls. I don't want to cut it short by not showing the work. In fact, that's kind of the point of a lot of my videos, and what I want to do for my girls is show the work. Show that things are hard to do and that doing them is what makes the difference. Or at least that's the way I feel about it. I got some Mod Podge here. I've had this tub for a long time, so it's nice to be able to finally use it. And I'm gonna use it's basically just like Elmer's glue. It's just a lot of it. So I'm gonna use it to get all of this paper really wet and gluey, and then I'm gonna start constructing trees. This is a messy process, but it's also really fun. Also, you can see I put these glass balls inside plastic bags in case I want to get them out of there. I don't get them all gluey. I don't know how long I'll hold on to these trees themselves.
So little in this world is mine. What is the bastard steal? I had a girl and I called her love. They called her sex appeal. A blessing to a broken life, a harlot for a sinner. I treated her with tenderness. They like a tender steak dinner. So little in this world I love. What I do, the bastards change. I tried to see.
So then I got started on some props. I wanted 3 cars. Cars that I've used in the past is what I decided on using. And I needed props of the main characters, and I need props for the jackalopes. I needed props for a moon. I needed grass, and I needed a hand sticking out to press a button. So here I went on the internet, I found some of these pictures, I went into Inkspace, I trimmed them out, I went into Sketchbook Pro, which is one of my favorite softwares, and laid them out in a good position so that I could print them out and then I printed them out on sticker paper so that I could then stick them on a piece of cardboard and then cut them out of the piece of cardboard. So I found myself a Ford F-150, a Honda Element, and I decided to use the A-Team van.
I tried to see my love again, but even with thy strength, all I could see was a tired joke from outside of its range. My sweetheart, she's a stranger now. Her vices have a change. My sweetheart, my sweetheart. Oh my, 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 my sweetheart, my sweetheart. Oh my, 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 my sweetheart. Yeah. Oh my, my, my sweetheart, my sweetheart. Oh my, my sweetheart.
And then my bunnies, I found a picture on the internet, something simple of a bunny in 3 positions, and then I put it into SketchUp, traced it out, some coloring, did some drawing, make them look as good as possible, and I think it turned out really well. They're super cute.
Child of mine, I've a violent temper to lose. When I speak, I reek of booze. You know I rarely tell the truth, but believe me when I say that when she leaves, you should run loose. Oh, when she leaves, you should run loose. Child of mine, I know we ain't never.
And then when the glue dried from the trees, I started putting paper on them as well. The same process. Elmer's glue, gluing it down on the paper, wrapping it around the tree, kind of crumpling it around. And it worked really nicely as bark. If you ever wanted to make fake trees, this is the way to do it. It was fairly simple and the results came out pretty good.
I know we ain't never had much fun. I ain't treated you much like a son. I've been too busy acting tough, playing guns. But believe me when I say, when you chase her, she will run. Oh, when you chase her, she will run.
And then everything starts getting painted. I don't use a lot of real care about like the amount of colors, what colors I use. I just it's kind of what I do with a lot of my painting. I just I find some colors that work good, mix them two together so they have some similarity together, and then call it good. So that's what happened with the grass. And then the grass, I just needed some foreground. I wanted just a little bit of something in the foreground. In the video, it didn't quite end up working out very well. I ended up using it as the base of the house itself, which was okay. If I was to do it again, I don't know, I might do it somewhat differently. In fact, for the record, I did actually try to do the stop motion again, but we'll talk about that when we're talking about the actual filming process.
Child of mine, I've gone loony, stuck crazy mad. My little life is pathetic and sad. You ought to listen to your dear old dad when she's got the kids and a home. You're gonna wish that you had. Oh, you're gonna wish that you had.
And I decided I wanted to paint a moon. So this little footage here is of me just doing a little painting. It comes out a little funky looking as like full scale, but in the footage it actually looks like a really good moon. I'm proud of it. And then finally we're ready for final assembly. I got all my leaves all glued together into batches of 2 so they'd be easier to glue to the trees. I did flat side to flat side so that you get the like smooth and the rough on both sides. Kind of gives the trees some depth a little bit. And then started gluing them on to the trunks. I used some little pieces of cardboard as blocking to make sure that they all sat flat with each other. Even though it's a 3-dimensional object, I wanted it to be a flat plane so that I could flip them forward and backwards if I wanted to, or it didn't need to be 3-dimensional. So I glued everything up so that it looked nice and flat.
There's a long winding highway in a distant memory. There's a heavy beating sun and a shadow cast next to me. The cows all stare, the locals unaware of the lands far past the sea. There's a stink for 6 miles from the poultry factory. But it's so strange here out in space. Oh yeah. I miss the earth, I miss my face and all our tired ways. the trees, nostalgia being in fields of summer's wheat. Well, I know that I'm lonely as the wind. Oh yeah, but I don't know where my capacity to care has been. Welcome to the Milky Way, my friend.
Everybody, thank you for watching this video. It's been a lot of hard work, but it's also been a lot of fun. This has given me an experience that connects all my other experiences in a really interesting way. Even the editing, I'm starting to really enjoy. Expect lots of fun things in the future. Next video will be the final of the project. I have some bad footage from the actual stop motion process, so I'm going to be remaking it in cartoon form for your benefit and for my girls' education on how it all took place. So look forward to that. It should be a lot of fun. Also, I think in that video I'm going to start getting a little bit more real about who I am and what's been happening in my life in the last 5 years. Stay tuned for that. You have a great week. I'm so blessed to have everyone in my life. Thank you. This is me getting super self-conscious right now. Okay. I'm going to do a little meditation. I'd never really done this on any major scale. I don't know how long I'm going to do this. I don't know how to do this. I do think that it's something I should be doing, though. And so I'm just going to sit here for a little bit and think about things. Not to fall asleep, but just to reset my motivations. And I thought it'd be cool to film it just because this is me growing. This is what we all should be doing. Seeing the things that we're short on and trying to find ways to fix them. Alright, I'm going to lower my body temperature, or my heart rate. I'm going to try to forget you're there. I brought myself something to hold just because I felt like I might get a little sidetracked. It might give me something to stay centered. I don't know how long that was. 10 seconds. It was good though. I tried to stay focused on my accomplishments, my path, everything around me that proves that I'm capable and worthy. myself up. I'm doing the right thing. I'm on the right path. Keep pushing forward. Don't forget about your dreams. Don't forget about your goals. Use your time wisely. Focus on your loved ones, your girls. Create more time with them. These are the things I was thinking about. Awesome. Thanks for doing that with me. This was, I don't know, maybe I'll do this again sometime. Damn it. Should I do some yoga? Probably. I'll cut this, come back, I'll do some yoga.